Good morning, everybody. Morning of day 51 on the Appalachian Trail. I am Kilt, and I am glad I stayed in the shelter last night. Wow, that thunderstorm and rain and wind was howling. Whew. Man, they had to have been 40-mile-an-hour winds. Not gusts, just sustained for a good 3-4 hours last night. But that shelter had 4 walls and a door, and it was a full house. Actually had 9 people in there, and it sleeps 8 comfortably. So somebody slept on the picnic table. But other than that, we are doing good. Obviously you can see the rains have stopped. It's just a little hazy out, a little misty. It's supposed to be overcast, but right in front of me, whew, that sun is trying to shine through. So we shall see who's more correct, the weatherman or Mother Nature. This time's a promise. Gonna do a shorter mile day today to a campsite along a stream is the plan. Doesn't look like any major climbs, which is good. So it should be a nice relaxing day with a lower mile count than the last 2. But again, good morning everyone. And let's show you the trail this morning. See what we got going on. We are going downhill right now. So here we go. It is slick. Alright, we're coming into a trailhead. I have not filmed anything all morning, and we're over 6 miles in, just because it's just been rock scramble after rock scramble in the hazy fog, up and down and up and down, and no water. So we're coming into the trailhead now, and we'll see what we got. Looks like 623 is what it is. Virginia Forest Road or something like that. 1 car here. So, I don't know, almost halfway for the day, and I am almost spent already. So we shall see what we got. Not a whole lot of anything. That's our trail there. All right, let's keep pushing. Find water in the lunch spot. All right. Well, we haven't filmed much. It's been one of them days, but boom, shelter. All right, hopefully it's like right here, not far. This is going to be our late lunch. We are well past noon. It's actually just right at 1 o'clock. So let's go over here to the shelter so we can take a load off, rest our legs and feet, and eat lunch. And then we'll push on another, oh, I don't know, 4 and change. But all right, there's the shelter. I forget the name of this one. Squirrel. We've got a couple of hikers to stay the night with, Koozie and Dog Bowl. Young boys are fast, got good strong legs under them. This is the Jennings Shelter in the Jefferson National Forest. Not our stop for the night, but stop for lunch. All right, not much here. Don't need much. Tons of tent spots though. Wowzers. All right, it's not gonna be a long video today, but it is what it is. Those rocks in that ridge line, I was not filming because I about broke my neck about 4 times. All right, time for lunch. All right, coming in toward the end of our day today. I'll tell you what, I am wore out, I am beat. Like a rag doll today. Ups and downs, rock climbs. Oh, let me get these steps. We are about to cross Laurel Creek. Whoop, Laurel Creek, Virginia 615. So let's go ahead and turn you and walk across the bridge. Man, look at those cascading waterfalls. Little guys. Absolutely gorgeous down here. I think I'm gonna take a break, camel up before I decide what I'm gonna do. I think it's only like 0.2 to start looking for a campsite across the street. There's supposed to be another stream over there up the hill a little bit, so. But I'm wore out. It's been a long, abusive day, and obviously, yeah, the sun came out and the clouds broke only within the last, I don't know, 2 hours maybe. So sorry for the weird pan, but yep, sun's out. So all right, time to hydrate. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to end of the day wrap up for day 51, and what a doozy it was. Just sitting here at camp, got a stealth campsite set up, got the tent out, kilts on top airing out, socks are up there airing out, let's see, gloves, got the pack over there hanging on the tree, shirts airing out, everything's all set up inside. Got a nice little hideout spot right here, a little stealth, and then right over in there, that area, is about 12 other spots for tents, but only 2 people are over there tonight. Got a campfire here, I'm not gonna have a fire, and we got food bag, we got water. Haven't made dinner yet. We're gonna do that here in a little bit. But wow, what a day. Not a whole lot of footage, but I got pretty beat up. It was a doozy. But let's go ahead and get you turned around, show you the book, and show you the mileage. Here we go. All right, well, we started our morning in the fog and the mist and the haze right there at Chestnut Knob Shelter at the top of the mountain at 569.8. And it was a beautiful 1.5 miles downhill. Just kind of slow rolling. It was slimy and muddy, so it wasn't fast, but it was all downhill. Got down to the bottom right there at Walker Gap. It was a dirt road. Didn't really stop for anything. There was a couple people camped out that had pushed on, and then we started our climbs. Didn't think we had any major climbs, but we did. We went up Garden Mountain to the rock outcropping, and all of those zigzags and jags you see across there are all rock scrambles. We were rock hopping, rock dancing, whatever you want to call it. I wasn't climbing, but they were boulders, and you had to climb. You had to walk across all of them, and it lasted for a while. As you can see, it went from 72.2 all the way to 76. It was all just rocks and boulders. Continued on past the turnoff to the Davis Farm campsite. There wasn't nothing to see or show you guys because I was still in the fog and the haze. And the whole time, you can see right there, I'm at 3,800 feet, 3,800 feet, 3,800 feet. We started at 4,300. We dropped down to 35, climbed back up to 38, and just kind of danced that elevation. But those rocks took a toll on me. And we got to the bottom of the page, so what do? Turn the page. Boom. And then you can see the line comes down, so we started our descent after that and came into the Jenkins Shelter. Had a late lunch at 580.5. Didn't stay long, maybe half an hour. Just kind of wanted to push on and climbed out of Jenkins Shelter. Went straight up for about 1.4 miles, and then had a nice plateau for 2.2, and then dropped down right where I'm at now at 584.9 at Laurel Creek, Virginia 615 gravel road, which is literally 60 feet to my left, for day 51. And I am sitting at 2,400 feet, 15.1 mile day. So I did back it off. Like promised, I shortened up the miles. Went and soaked my feet down at the Laurel Creek that I showed you, the bridge we just crossed, and that water is absolutely ice cold. It'd take your breath away. But I got my feet in it, and I held them in there and kept them in there for 5 minutes, took them out for a few minutes, put them back in for about 3 more minutes, and they feel wonderful. They feel really good. They're not healed, they're not better, but they feel good right now. So that ice bath soak really did some good for them. But I do apologize for the lack of footage today. There just wasn't a whole lot to share and show, and I wasn't pulling the camera out across those rocks and those steep, muddy downhills. I went down once slid on the rocks. I almost went down on a muddy, slimy downhill and kind of just twisted my leg a little bit. But again, I wasn't going to film any of that. Just, it wasn't worth it today. So it is what it is. Tomorrow, I'm still not even sure what I'm going to do tomorrow. Either I'm going to do a short day and go into town to the hostel and get ready to go back to Damascus for trail days, or I'm going to push on one more day and then go in and then backtrack. But stick around for tomorrow morning and find out what tomorrow brings for us, and then we'll both know. But again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in and following along. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much. I am Kilt from the Appalachian Trail, day 51. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.